part of what gets dull about all of this culture war stuff that we're in the midst of is so much of it's just complaint. It's like, all right, complaint is noted. Do you have anything else for me?
Yeah.
Do you have anything productive? And, she talked about the loss of confidence
Yes.
in Western Europe.
In Western Europe, yeah.
And that certainly, so I think in the Babylon Bee conversation with Elon Musk, you saw a loss of confidence of evangelicals. That
I think that's right. Yeah, and I think that is reflected in this idea I have, but I think you're absolutely right. That's the background that we have. The other way of framing this is that it's a consequence of the individualism of our culture and the self-actualization as the priority. And I think you can see that in the narratives of the superhero stuff, because each superhero is manifesting their own, whatever it happens to be, their spider sting or their, and that's the highest priority, is to somehow self-actualize that.
Yep.
And when you do that, there's really no way to prioritize anything else. You can't push, it could be, and this would be the best that we could do. You could say something like, well, yeah, having a family is one pretty good option. That's the best you can do. That's the best you can do. You can't say that's the priority here. That's the highest good. And that's then, it kind of feels to some degree like you're lost if that's the fact. If it's just one amongst many options to create, and I would want to go maybe beyond simply the nuclear family. I mean, it's more a symbol of generativity, a symbol of hope in the future or possibility. It doesn't necessarily have to take that form, I would guess, but
I think you're very much right on. So self-actualization has sort of become the greatest good we can imagine. I think that's a function partly of the rise of the secret sacred self, because self-actualization into this individualistic self has become for many, well, this is the greatest goal. So you just look at, even especially in the Jordan Peterson sphere here, look at someone like, let's say, Chris Williamson. Even a lot of the wisdom conversations in the meaning crisis area is all about personal development, self-actualization, but you then are going to dead end at the individual. And you really have to see that an individual is too shallow a pond. And that, in fact,
totally.
That we, I love the translation of Ecclesiastes when, it's, chapter 3 of, time for this, time for that, time for this, time for that. He has placed eternity in the hearts of men. And that then is our longing. So yeah, self-actualization, that's a wonderful thing, but it's insufficient.